Also, do you guys like the fireplace behind me? It's obviously not real. I feel no heat from it. But it does have crackling sounds and it will be burning for 10 hours according to the YouTube video that I put on. Hello. Mark ripped this to hell and back. I wanted it to look all cute for you guys for my mukbang. We're gonna put that down there for just a hot second. I hope I'm not too far away. I'm kind of in like a really, really weird position for this video. Also, why is there a remote here? Today we're gonna have a very casual video. I'm gonna basically just be eating IHOP, and it's gonna be like a mukbang, but also not, because I'm not eating an overabundance of food because I physically can't do that. I truly don't. I've seen some clips. I've never watched a full video where people are like eating like gobs and gobs of food, but I have seen how mukbangs are supposed to be, where you eat like a ton of food. I can't do that, so I don't know if you'd really call this a mukbang or if this is just gonna be like an eat with me and like chat and like, you know, just have some snacks and shit, you know? And if you guys wanna get some food and eat with me too, feel free to do that. And I should probably chill with my arms because we do not need me knocking over stuff. To start, I have made an alcoholic beverage. Actually, let me say what this video is gonna be before I even start telling you guys about my food and showing you what we're eating. I just got it from Uber because we live in a place where we can Uber now, because where we lived before we could not Uber because the town was too small, but now I'm spoiled with Uber and you know, it's kind of a problem. I think I forgot how to cook already. I'm gonna be chatting with you guys very casually. I'm gonna be addressing some of the frequent comments that I've gotten on my last two videos. And I know I was telling you guys in my previous update that I was gonna be doing I don't even know what you'd call it, but like a lawsuit update, a, you know, legal update to let you guys know the legal side of things with everything that's been going on our side of the world with the house and everything like that. But I thought that since my last two videos have been like super serious, we would just do something a little bit more casual, a little bit more fun. I did like one mukbang before on this channel and I was eating Chinese food, and I remember when I was editing that video, I was getting so hungry while editing it that I needed everything I was eating again, but I already ate it all, so I was a little bit screwed. Today we're gonna be eating IHOP, and as I told you guys, Mark destroyed this bag. He was very, very hungry. Let me actually make sure I'm in focus before I continue, because if I'm not, I'm gonna just, you know, be stressed. Okay, so I zoomed this out just a little bit more. I want you guys to be able to see what I'm eating because that's some people's favorite part, you know what I mean? I do understand though that a lot of people don't like mukbangs, but I promise I'm gonna keep this as least amount of gross as possible. Does that make any sense? The past about week or so, I have been trying to do dairy-free because my skin has been breaking out really bad. You guys can't really tell. Well, I don't know, maybe you can. Can you guys tell? I don't know why I just assume that you can't tell that I have acne all over my chin when it's literally like up in your face. I know some people watch me on TV, and I know on your 65-inch TV you can see that shit. But today I am skipping on the dairy-free because I had trouble finding anything I could get from IHOP that was dairy-free, because the pancakes are buttermilk pancakes and then you need the butter, which I do have vegan butter, but I'm like, what's the point in putting vegan butter on buttermilk pancakes? It kind of makes no sense. And also there is some cheese on the other thing down here, which I'll show you guys in a second. And if you hear what sounds like gunshots, I promise you nobody's dying right now. It is literally fireworks because of the 4th of July and people are on that patriotic crap for some reason. So I have buttermilk pancakes, which I will show you guys because I know a lot of people like to see the food situation. Before I get into the food, let me tell you guys about this drink right here. I made an alcoholic beverage, so if I seem a little litty too titty right now because I've only had this much of that shit and it is so strong that I'm already feeling it. This is a shot of rum and then a shot and a half of espresso liqueur and then a shot of Irish cream, and the rest is filled up with coffee. And I took 2 dairy pills so I can eat all of this dairy and it not royally mess my stomach up. I mean, it's gonna mess my face up, but my stomach's gonna be good. So let me actually open my pancakes first. I feel like a tiny little head. Oh, look at all the condensation. Ew, I'm getting like wet stuff all over my hand. So here's the pancakes. We got 2 pancakes over here. And then I got a Southwestern Scramble, I think is what it's called, and it comes with hash browns. So can you guys see that? It's got like some sort of like salsa and avocado, all those good things. I feel like I'm gonna need some butter for these. Let me taste. Or not butter. ketchup. I'm really thinking about that dairy that I'm eating right now. Also, this avocado is so fucking brown. The avocado I'm gonna skip because it looks like it's been to hell and back, and I am not about to eat a brown avocado. I don't know about you. I'm not about that shit. I wanted to do this video because I was noticing a lot of frequent negative, I guess you would say, comments that I was getting about our house buying scam, which if for some reason you didn't see those videos, I'm gonna link them down below. I just did an update like 5 days ago as I'm sitting here filming this one. And basically it was me giving you guys the full story about how Mark and I had been living in a house that floods really bad and was full of black mold for 1.5 years. We were lied to really, really bad about the home. The sellers lied on the forums and all that. I'm gonna save you guys all the details. Please watch those videos before you watch this one, because one of my pet peeves is people that take the time to comment on a video before they've watched the entire thing. I understand when I did like a video that's like 1.5 hours long that you don't have the time, a lot of people don't have the time to like watch the whole thing, but like if you're not gonna watch the whole thing, just don't comment on it like with the full opinion before you even know like everything we went through, because then you just come off, I can't really say asshole, but I'm gonna say it anyway. You just come off like an asshole, you know what I mean? This is good. It'd be better with avocado, but that one's going bad, and I'm upset that they just did that to me. But anyways, just if you guys haven't seen those videos, is the point of what I'm saying, please go watch them. And if you don't have the time to watch them, I'll try and address some of the things in here that I feel like a lot of people missed because they didn't watch the whole thing. And this also isn't to give attention to the negative comments. I just think that I have some responses to some of the negative comments that I think could be like really, really insightful. Okay, this is pretty good. Should I really be washing it down with alcohol? I mean, I'm an adult. I don't have a parent here to tell me no, so we're just gonna say yes. Okay, I'm gonna try and eat as much of this and then get to the pancakes. Oh my God. So basically the point of what I just was saying is that, you know, if you watch a video and you don't finish the whole thing, like, don't try and form an opinion on it. And I don't think that everyone who leaves these comments is intending to be negative or intending to come off like a jerk, but you know, I've definitely gotten some mean ones. But let me just say, most of the comments have been very nice, like literally 98.9% of them. So I'm not complaining in the least bit. I just think that there's some things that people didn't fully understand because they didn't finish the video. So I'm gonna get into the most important thing, because I think that the people that didn't finish that video, they're probably this close to turning this video off because I've almost been talking for like 10 minutes at this point. The most common comment that I was getting were from people that were wondering why Mark and I didn't hire an inspector, which was really funny to me because of the fact that part of the video and part of the thing that we got fucked over with really bad was the fact that we did hire an inspector. We hired an inspector that was licensed by our state. And if you're unaware, you hire an inspector to come and inspect the home before you purchase one because they're supposed to know more than you do. They're supposed to be able to go in there and look for things that you don't know to look for. A great example of that would be flood damage or black mold, things like that. Like, you pay them, you know, hundreds of dollars, which we did, to go into your home and to look for problems. And the thing that I had addressed in that video was I said that we had a sinking suspicion, and we cannot prove it. We don't have it written anywhere that this is factual, but we are led to believe with the entire situation and how everything played out that there was a conspiracy with the realtor and the inspector, because the inspector that we hired, our realtor, at the time, was talking up and saying that he inspected her home, and she said that they were friends and that he was a great guy. And Mark and I take full responsibility, and this is something that I think needs to be widely known, because I know that there's been a lot of people that have basically said, you know, we were dumb and we shouldn't have bought a house if we didn't know these things and all that. And I just want to say that we take full responsibility for not knowing better when it came to hiring more than one inspector and also not hiring the inspector that your realtor recommends. We take full responsibility in that, because I think that was our biggest mistake, and we probably would have gotten a better inspection had we not hired one that we believed was working with the realtor to make a sale, because the house had a lot of problems, and any inspector that has been doing their job correctly would have never walked in that home and said, yeah, this is totally good and, you know, have fun. Like, that wouldn't have happened. I'm gonna take a break and eat. I'm getting all opinionated. I'm really trying hard not to talk with my mouth open, but it's hard because I have things I want to say and I also want to eat. When I watch people do mukbangs, like I actually like to watch them chew. I don't know why. It makes me really, really hungry. And who doesn't like being hungry and eating? No, I've been hungry, not eating, but hungry eating. So there were also quite a few people that said that, you know, like I was telling you a little bit earlier, we shouldn't have bought the house because we were naive, and if we didn't know any better, and if we didn't know what to look for, then we shouldn't have purchased a home. Mark made a really great point. I was talking to him one day about it, and he was like, when you have an issue with your toilet and you don't know how to fix it, you hire a plumber because they are experienced in fixing plumbing and in fixing toilets. You hire them because they are supposed to know more than you do. You give them your money to fix the problem that you have that you either don't have time to fix yourself or don't know how to fix it or don't know what to do. You know what I mean? You hire people that are more experienced in things than you are to help you with making good decisions or with fixing a problem. And this inspector in particular, in his, I don't know what you call it, but like where it says what he specializes in and what he does, one of the things that it says on there that he looks for is flood damage. Yeah, so we hired an inspector. I believe we paid him like $200 or somewhere around in there to look at this house before we bought it, to let us know if there was flood damage. Yet there has been people that have commented on our video that expected us to know it was there, but aren't holding this inspector accountable that this is his job, this is what he does. He's licensed through the state of Arkansas to do this. And he walked in and he claims, or his report claims, there was no flood damage in this home, that one of the people that worked for the city has told Mark to his face that the previous owners called about flooding in the home 10 years ago. Yet this individual did not know that the house had been, you know, had flooding damage or flood damage or whatever. And obviously once we experienced the flooding, we were able to look at certain parts of the home and be like, oh, okay, that damage is from flooding. Now I know. But at the time, this is another thing Mark always says. We didn't know what we didn't know. And we do take full responsibility, as I've said, for hiring an inspector that our realtor recommended, and that's our mistake. That's a mistake that we made, and we've been living with that mistake, trust me. I think that a lot of people who've left mean comments, you know, like you guys don't have to like, you know, jab in even more about how bad we fucked up. Like, we're fully aware. However, I think that the bigger problem here is not the first-time home buyers that didn't know better and that did their best. The problem is the professionals that have been working in their field for years that didn't tell us the truth. That's the problem. So I already told you guys, like in my last video, that you guys helped us with so many things. Number one, you guys bought this entertainment center for us, so thank you for that, because our other one had water damage, obviously, and we didn't want to take anything that had like a wood surface or anything that was porous that could have absorbed mold, and the bottom of our entertainment center did have flood damage on it. So we got this. I hope you guys think it's cute. I've been really into the mid-century stuff lately, but you guys helped us with so many things, and I was telling you guys how in my update video I told you guys that since I made that the city of Siloam actually knocked on our door and they decided that, or agreed, that they screwed everything up. Like, they screwed the yard up, they made a big mistake with it, and they reached out to us because of that video. They are helping us fix the backyard, and that's something that I told you guys in my update video. But I'm still getting comments from you guys telling me that you are commenting on the City of Siloam Springs like Facebook page, and you guys are still tweeting at them and emailing them and stuff like that, and they see it and they know where it's coming from. Mark just talked to somebody about the yard, what was it, like 2 days ago or something like that. They're actually coming out on Thursday, which is 3 days away, to look at the yard and to decide like their plan of action, like what it is that we're actually going to be doing to fix the problem that's been going on with the flooding. They know who we are. They have, you know, we have spoken with them and stuff like that. So when you guys are like sending like the comments and messages and stuff, they know it very well. Like, they sent my video to like the entire board, so everybody knows our situation. Since they are fixing the problem and they are making their wrongs right and they are paying the money to fix the flooding, you guys don't really have to go and comment on their pages anymore, because it's not going to do anything else. Like, they've already come out and, you know, talk to us about fixing it, and they are fixing it. They're not just saying that they are, they're literally going to fix the flooding. And like I said in my previous video, that's like the biggest thing, because once that's fixed, the people that buy the house can fix the inside of it, get rid of the black mold and all of that. And holy shit, am I uncomfortable. If I sit on my butt, am I too low? Is this weird? I had to sit on my butt because I've been like balancing on my ankles and they hurt. I think I need to switch because my stomach is shrinking. And so am I. So I do greatly appreciate you guys, and I mean this, the people that like reached out to the city and that like messaged them and stuff like that, because you guys helped them hear us. You really, really did. It's just that now that they are actively fixing it, it doesn't really do anything else to message them. Like, they're well aware that thousands of people are angry at them for like the flooding and stuff like that. Like, they're aware of it. 10 years ago, when the previous owners like reached out to them about like the flooding problem, it should have been fixed then, that I will say. But obviously I have no sympathy for the previous owners because of what they did to us, because we're currently going through a very, very long and stressful short sale process. We had to move while also still owning that home. I have no sympathy for them because they literally, like, they sold the house on a lie just so they have money to move into this brand new nice house that they have. So I don't have sympathy for them, but the city of Siloam, they definitely should have fixed this sooner. That is for sure, because it wouldn't have gotten to this place. But the fact that they are now, I don't really think that we need to be like messaging them angrily anymore. It's not gonna make them fix it faster. You know, just the fact that they are, that's all that matters. It's all me and Mark could have asked for, because when we had originally talked to realtors about doing a short sale, like, they all kind of said like the same thing, that their biggest concern was finding an investor that was gonna want to buy the property, knowing that even if they fix the inside of the home, that the outside of the home is still going to flood, and it's just gonna be like a repeated problem. So the city of Siloam coming in and fixing everything makes it so that an investor wanted to buy it. They're doing work that's gonna change this in a positive direction. They're the reason why we have an offer on the home. Like, it's the reason why we're gonna be able to get out of it. Like, if Siloam wasn't fixing it, we'd be screwed. So that's the biggest thing that came out of this, and the thing that like we're the most grateful for, because it helped us be able to do a short sale, which we're still going through it. Dude, all of the syrup literally rolled off my pancake. Get up on there, you son of a bitch. Anyways, we're still going through right now. It's a very long and stressful fucking process that the previous owners should have been doing and not us. But it's fine. You know, they can have their nice house and the profit that they made off of it, because I'll tell you what, Karma's a bitch, and she doesn't care about your big house. She doesn't care. She will tell you who's boss. I'm cutting into these pancakes like a savage. I haven't had pancakes in so long. Moment of truth, guys, moment of truth. Oh my God. Honestly, it's very relaxing having this fireplace behind me. I feel like I need this in my life all the time. Okay, what else? Oh, one of the things I wanted to talk about. I did only get 1 or 2 comments like this. I think it was just 1, maybe 2, where like this person was literally saying that they were getting scammy vibes from me. That they felt like this story that I was telling, our experience, was a scam and wasn't the truth. And I'm like, within the first, not even minute of my first video, I'm already showing you the house that floods. Like, how could this be a scam? Like, people that have been a part of my channel since the beginning, you guys watched us live in that other apartment. You heard our story like while we were trying to move out of it and while we were trying to get into a new place. You guys know when we moved into the new house, I was like vlogging in the new house, like when we moved in August of 2018, talking about how excited I was and everything like that. I know people that already know who I am and aren't new and stuff like that. You guys know, or if you've gone back and watched older videos since you've been here, you know, like this is stuff that you guys know when we moved in here. We moved in here, or moved into the previous house. We moved in there a year and a half ago, and the flooding was awful. How could I lie about that? Like, how could I scam anybody? And also, when I made that video, there was no GoFundMe. My GoFundMe came after because of dozens of people wanting me to start it. And thank God I did, because our GoFundMe is helping us so much. Not to mention, Mark literally lost his job yesterday. Like, he's been furloughed because of COVID-19 for about 3 months now. And basically, if you don't know what furloughed means, it means that you're basically on break from your job. Like, they put a pause on what his job was until the virus thing cleared up, until things got better. He would have a position after the coronavirus thing's over and everything was better, right? Well, yesterday he just got a call that they officially let go like over 100 people that were doing his job, and he was one of them. And he's been doing it for 6 years. The extra money that they're giving away for unemployment, like if you guys are on unemployment right now, you know what I'm talking about, like the extra that you're getting a week because of the virus is running out next month. The donations that we've gotten, they're gonna help. Like, thank God we have that. I don't know why I keep saying thank God. I'm not a Christian. Somebody just got mad and unsubscribed. I'm getting so full. I don't know how people do mukbangs. These pancakes were good though. These are some good pancakes, brother. But anyways, it's like, it bothers me that anyone, and I know I can't control anybody's, you know, opinions and thoughts, but it does bother me like when people think that I'm like scamming or that I'm being deceitful. And it's like, I just wish that those people that said those things, I could have like an individual conversation with them, like one-on-one. I know that a lot of people, they get opinions based on you, like on your YouTube persona or who you are online, which who I am online is who I am in real life. But I mean, I feel like a lot of the times that people leave comments like that, if they knew you in person or had a conversation with you in person, they would have never said those things. You know what I mean? I feel like people, they watch, my voice cracked. I'm 12-year-old and I'm going through puberty. But a lot of people, they'll watch like YouTubers. They don't view them as people. It's like, you are a source of entertainment and you are to be criticized heavier than anyone else. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that's pretty much it that I wanted to address with the house, I think. So I guess the last thing that I really want to say about like the house stuff is that Mark and I are doing a lot better. Like, we really, really like the apartment that we moved into. I mean, the person that lives up there, they like to stomp around like crazy on our heads, and that sucks. They're a bit loud. But we really do like where we live. It's so cute. You guys will probably see more. I'm not gonna do like a apartment tour just because we did have people, I'm assuming they were people that stalked us from my video, which I'm doing a video on that because it was really scary and it was my bad because I gave too many details away to where the house was and there's a bunch of crazy people out there. But it really freaked me out really, really bad. I actually have a vlog I still haven't put up on my Patreon because every time I go to upload it, I get embarrassed and I don't want to put it on because I was like, I was having a breakdown in that vlog. But it really, really scared me and like made me want to literally leave like that instant. I was terrified. But because of that, I'm not gonna do like an apartment tour because I don't want whoever showed up to the house that we were living in to like look for little details in the place that we're living now, try and find it and stalk us here, because obviously whoever it was someone that was local. They could just show up and I don't want to do that. But you guys just wait. I will definitely be doing that video very soon. My next one is going to be about like the lawyer stuff, because legal stuff is what I meant to say, because I know that a lot of people need to know some of the stuff that we went through, and I know a lot of people are wondering if we're suing the sellers, if we're suing the inspector and realtor, and what's going on with that. And I have a lot of very helpful information to give you guys, a lot of stuff that I didn't know. What I can tell you is that we have talked to 3 different lawyers, so we were actively pursuing legal action. So I'm gonna be telling you guys all about that. There's a lot to say, and it's the reason why I haven't done it quite yet, because I want it to be very informative. There's a lot of like notes and stuff that I need to get together so that it makes sense, because there's just been so many different things that have been going on that it's been overwhelming. It's been really hard to keep up with everything, and I want to make sure that I do the video in the right way. So it'll be just a little bit. But yeah, other than that, Mark and I are doing really, really good right now. We are getting healthier. And also another thing that I want to do a video. I just posted a photo of my arms on Twitter a couple hours ago. I really want to do a video about black mold exposure and what that does to your mind, your body, your health, your animals, your belongings. I want to do a video about all of that because I feel like I've gotten so many comments from people that are saying that they had no idea how toxic black mold was and what it does to you and how quickly, because we lived in there a year and a half and the amount of things that we had happen were bad. So I'm going to do a video addressing all of our symptoms in detail, what they were like then versus what they're like now that we're out, what we're doing to make sure that we don't have black mold spores in our bodies today, etc., etc. I've had like a friend reach out to me and give me like a really, really great suggestion for what to start taking to help get rid of black mold if it's in our bodies and stuff. So I will be doing a video on that as well. I feel like some people are gonna get over these videos about the house, but I also know that there's a lot of you guys that want to hear it all. So I don't know, I'm looking forward to sharing both. But everything in the YouTube world has been very dramatic lately. And then there's been things that have been going on that I personally feel as though are beyond drama. I feel like they are way too serious to just be labeled drama. To me, drama is people who are getting into little petty fights over dumb shit, bringing it to the internet and trying to get their subscribers to pick this side or that side, going head to head like that, trying to get people canceled. That's drama. But some of the things that I have seen come out about Shane Dawson is beyond drama. Now listen, I don't wish ill will on him. You know, I'm not gonna say I'm not judging if people still support him, because I will be. I just don't know how anyone could still support him after some of the videos that have surfaced, because these aren't things that are accusations. And I'm also gonna say right now, I am not calling him the P word. I'm not saying that. I don't think that he is, but he did have the P word behaviors. And basically what that means is that there are videos of him acting as if he is one, portraying himself as one. There are things where he's saying that he is one, things about making awful like jokes and laughing about stuff that's happened to babies and things I can't say here. Stuff he was saying to like a puppet that was pretending to be an 8-year-old, and just stuff I can't even say. That is the P word behaviors. He literally got an underage girl to twerk for him, actually multiple underage girls to twerk for him. There's videos of it. These aren't accusations. These are things that have proof to back them up. Does that mean that he actually did anything to anyone? I mean, to me, asking someone who's underage and looks up to you to twerk or dance for you, that's like the same thing that what was that dude's name? Austin Jones. It's the same thing that he did. Like, it started with him getting these girls to twerk for him, and then it would get deeper and deeper. And I'm not saying that it went there with Shane. Not saying that. But where it did go was too far, because it's not that he just said something and was like, I'm just kidding. No, don't do that. He literally kept saying it until this girl did it. That is not okay, and therefore I cannot personally support it. I have like watched like several videos about it because I want to hear other people's opinions on it, because most people are kind of like where I am with it, where they're like, we can't support this. This is disgusting. Like if like, I don't know how people didn't get sick when they listened to those clips. I don't know how people's stomachs didn't hurt, how they didn't feel like they were gonna throw up, you know what I mean? I like watching people's videos on it and hearing like their opinion. And I heard someone say that, you know, they're not gonna tell people to support him or not to support him, and they're not gonna judge people if they don't. But I am gonna be judging a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, because you have to question, like, if someone doesn't think this is a big enough deal to no longer support him, then does that mean they make those kind of jokes? And by jokes, I mean jokes, does that mean that they say those things? Does that mean that they think that it's funny? What does that mean if someone still supports it, if they can brush that kind of behavior off? Because I've been very loud about it on my Twitter, just because I have a platform and I don't want to just use my platform to talk about sunshine and rainbows all the time. Like, I'm gonna use my platform to talk about things that I feel are very important, and that just so happens to be a topic that is very, very important to me. I have 3 nieces that are under the age of 8, all 3 of them, and I think about them, you know what I mean? And I think about the fact that my 8-year-old niece, she watches YouTube, and I think about the fact that when Shane was doing those videos, they were being watched by kids. Like, there's photos of him from around that time with his fans that were like 10 years old. For me, that's what I think about. So it's very serious to me. It hits close to home. It's something that, you know, he did like a collab with like, I think there was like a collab, wasn't there, with like JoJo? My nieces love JoJo. And I actually remember before all this stuff came out, because I already know that Shane's not child appropriate in general, like even before all this came out, like he makes perverted jokes, like his videos aren't for kids. And I remember when he was like hanging out with JoJo and talking about her all the time, because my nieces love her, I was like, oh my gosh, I hope that because he's meeting up with her and they're doing things together, that my nieces don't somehow come across his content. And to me, it's just, you keep kids entertainment here and you keep adult entertainment here. And you don't mesh those 2 things. You know what I mean? I didn't like it. It didn't sit right with me. I'm not gonna tell someone to support him or not. I mean, I do believe on my Twitter, I said, we cannot support this behavior, because we can't. We cannot support behavior like that. To me, this is beyond someone's change type thing. This is something that needs to be heavily addressed. And even then, I do not think I can support it. Cause like, I watched this apology video, and for the briefest amount of time in that video did he talk about the P word allegations against him, which to me told me that he didn't think that that was that big of a deal. It's just unreal. And then today, like, all this other petty drama came out that it just took everybody's attention away from the problem that affects innocent lives. And that really bothers me, because like I said, this isn't about drama to me. This isn't about, oh, what's going on with this person and what's going on with that person. This is serious shit. I'm not saying I wish ill will on someone. I don't think anything bad should happen to this individual. However, I do feel that because like I have like this platform, that I want to use it to spread awareness to certain things. And, you know, I talked about it. There were people that like literally hadn't seen these videos yet until I said something about it. So it is very important to me to talk about stuff like this on my platform. Like, I'm not gonna like try and like profit off of it, or like go and like post videos and like, you know, have this shit in the title and all that. However, I don't think everyone that does that is a bad person. I think that there's people that do like commentary style videos about others that they do in a respectful way, where it's like just facts and they're not like trying to like stir things up. They're just giving like YouTube news essentially. I'm not one of those people that's gonna get on here and like be like, oh my God, like I did want to mention it like while I was snacking, just because it's been on my mind today. I've been talking to my friend about it all day, and I'm just so shook by this, because like I said, this isn't a little thing to me. Like I can't ignore it. I can't. This is my platform. I've been using YouTube since 2015, so it feels like it's like my duty, my personal duty that, you know, I set for myself to speak up. And, you know, I just want to make it known on my channel, I do not support that. And I'm not telling you what to do, but I don't think it should be pushed under the rug. I don't think anything bad should happen to him. I don't wish harm on him. But I'm gonna do my part to not let people forget, because I feel like nothing has been addressed. And today, my biggest thing was the stuff with Taddy came out, and I guess he went on like Instagram Live and was like ranting about it on there. And it's like, you wanted to say something about petty YouTube drama, but you didn't say anything publicly at all about all of these other videos that were coming out, or like you put out this tiny little section about it in your video and brushed it off as if it wasn't that big of a deal. It just doesn't sit right with me. But anyways, am I ever gonna take a bite of this? I've been playing with this bite. I've mushed it to hell and back, and now I'm wondering if I should even eat it because it is squishy, but we're going to. Feel good. I can't eat anymore.
My ankles hurt. I'm getting too old. I got granny legs now, they hurt.
The last thing I'll say before I wrap this up, I am so thankful I've gotten so many new subscribers that are interested in other things, because I have always wanted to do a mishmash of things on this channel. I've never wanted to do just one thing. So I'm so happy to have like a new audience, so that I feel like I have the opportunity to explore more things and not just do one type of content, because, you know, I like to talk and stuff like that. It's one of my favorite things to do. I'm really excited about that, but I do have another investigation planned, and I'm gonna be dabbling in exploration videos a little bit, but I'm gonna have a ton of other things as well, so please stick around. They keep burping. My question is when people do mukbangs, how do they not burp the whole time? How? I feel like this, oh, it's so strong. I feel like this video is just me holding back one big ass burp. What do you guys think about the stuff going on in the YouTube community right now? I know that a lot of people are feeling like everything is just over and we're all doomed. There has been a lot of things that I feel like have been coming out, and then YouTubers have been hinting about that this platform is a bit more controlled than we thought it was. Like, as a creator, I was feeling like there was control going on. It's felt like there's censorship. I've seen some YouTubers hinting at other things, and like even in like Tattie's video that she just uploaded, like she was talking about how YouTube made her take her video down. None of us knew that, and so now I'm like, okay, so people at YouTube are telling larger creators now what videos they can or cannot put on their platform. I believe she said that YouTube told her that it was a bad look to have that video up or something to that effect. Correct me if I'm wrong down below. That's disturbing to me, because I feel like it should be a creator's decision on what they have on their channel or not, unless it's obviously like incredibly harmful, which I guess some people, it could be considered incredibly harmful because it was, you know, trying to cancel James Charles essentially. However, then you should remove all the drama channels too then, if like you're not allowed to talk about people on YouTube. Do you guys see what I'm saying? It's a bit scary that YouTube can just tell you what video you can or can't upload, right? And yet like a lot of people are trying to like convince YouTubers that, you know, they're crazy and their channels aren't getting shadow banned, or that your channel isn't being controlled, when it's like, that's not what I'm hearing from larger creators. So it's a bit disturbing. I don't remember why I went on that rant, but let me know what you guys think down below about all of this stuff that's going on with YouTube. Is it doomed? Am I doomed? I don't know. If there are any other comments or questions or things that you were curious about involving our house that maybe I didn't address in any of my videos that you guys would like me to address, leave it down below. I will do my best to collect all of those comments if you guys have them and answer them in my next video. I might do a little like mini Q&A thing at the end of it addressing comments if you guys do happen to have any that you were curious about. The next video is going to be about the lawsuit and everything having to do with that. I know that's one that you guys really, really want to see. I just wanted to do something a little bit more casual where we would just chat. We ate and I didn't have to worry about making sure the video was just so. I wanted to do something fun, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so sorry I couldn't eat a lot like in mukbangs. I'm pretty sure maybe most of you don't mind, and yeah, I hope you guys ate with me. And if you did eat with me, what did you eat down below? Let me know down there. Get down in those comments and let me know. And also, it helps my channel out so much when you guys leave me a thumbs up. Christina Randall always says this in her videos. It doesn't cost you a thing. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up and go lay on the couch like a potato because I just filled my tummy up and I feel like you could roll me like a ball right now. I'm just saying. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap this video up. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day or night, whatever it is where you are, and I will see you in my next video. See you guys.